Guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. This is Wafula Show, and if you are new here, please like and subscribe to my YouTube channel. So I want us to talk about something, okay? There's some other companies that are closing they're reducing their employees, they're cutting their employees into casual. Let me explain that one first so that you can understand me. You see, company being required in Kenya to pay for NHIF and NSSF. Those are company responsibility to pay for their employees. Okay, so those companies right now in Kenya, they are being taxed heavily. Okay, they are being taxed heavily. So what companies now are doing, they are reducing their permanent employees into casual. Yeah, let's say you have a contract of 1 year. Okay, if you have a contract of 1 year, company needs to pay for you that NSSF and NHIF card. But when the company make you as a casual, means you're gonna have a contract of 3 months. Okay, that is 90 days. Okay, that is 90 days. So when you have a 90 days contract, means that you're being required as individual to pay your own NSSF and HNIF. Okay, so that makes most of the companies lose people, because let's say you took a loan from that company, okay, and you end up being in one of the members that are being reduced from permanent into casual. So you cannot continue paying their loan, but highest of you losing that job in that company, there's a high chance, because you are not permanent members. Okay, you are not being employed as a permanent, you have been employed as a casual. So you see, companies in Kenya right now have that difficulty, and reason is because of taxes. Yesterday I was saying something that, please, I wanted you guys to explain for me just in a simple language. How can a president close companies in his own country and export laborers into another country? Okay, for me that does not make sense into my mind. Okay, because when you raise tax, company will be forced to close. Means those people who are being employed in that company have lost their job. Then you take the same people with the same skill to another country and go and have a work in the other country. Means you are exporting skilled laborers. Okay, how does that make sense in the real sense? Because to me, I don't understand, because for me that math does not add up in real sense. That math does not add up for me. Okay, so how? Okay, how? You know, sometimes we government do things that he thinks that he supports people, and yet does not support people. It hurts more people. Okay, the other issue is about KCC and leasing of the companies. that I saw. Some other companies, I agree with them. They're supposed to be released into individual people so they can run them. But some other companies, I don't agree with that. Let me take example of KICC building, okay? KICC building, it was built by government in those days. The land that KICC was built on, that's a public land which belongs to government, okay? It belongs to government. So when you take that building and go to release it into an individual person who be called private investor, okay? Even if I have money today, I can go and buy that house, okay? Then there's no any way government will ever told me what to do with that house, because first of all, I will demand a title deed. That's number one. Number two, I will buy the land with the house, okay, which now are everything that being transferred into my name as a private investor, okay? So I will be the one charging rent into those parliaments. I know parliament are there, all those other offices are there. So if I decided today, or the private investor decided that all of these tenants, which are government offices, they should evacuate the house because the house need to be done into renovation. There's no way a government will find another house. Okay? It will be forced to go and rent into some other areas. So can you explain to me, just in a simple language, how that makes sense, or how can that add up to a revenue collection? Because for me, some other people normally don't think when they say things into social media, because they normally take they have, let me put in this way, they have an verbal diarrhea to just speak because they saw a camera in front of them, so they need to speak to other people, which is, for me, they speak nonsense. So before you come into a camera and address people, some other people need to think what they are saying, if it's worth being spoken from their mouth, or they are just speaking because they are politicians. So if you like this video, please do me a favor, like it and subscribe and follow for more. This was Wafula Show.